Welcome to the virtual podcast, episode 30. Thank you all for tuning in, especially those that tune in live. We are here with our host, Kenny.
Well,
Bravo.
that one quick.
That was much faster. Fastest intro ever.
Different from when I joined the first time on, episode 10, I think?
You did actually introduce or open up another podcast earlier. Maybe it was a Halloween one, I don't remember.
He opened up a
regardless,
break.
regardless.
He opened up after a break.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It was bad, though. It was
Most
stuttery. It was
robotic
bad.
thing
Oh.
I've ever heard in my life.
But that there, Sirius, that was beautiful.
Hello, this is Sirius. Welcome back to
Welcome. Oh shit, they're on to me.
Anyway. Yes, as Sirius said, welcome so much to the third episode 30 of the virtual podcast. To this episode is it is going to be the last episode before New Year's hit. Unfortunately, because now
And
with
the last one in the
COVID,
studio.
with COVID no longer being as big of an issue as it was previously, we now have the ability to touch grass again. So we will likely be
Or
touching grass.
Oh, I just threw up a little in my mouth.
It's a carpet, but close.
Yeah, me too.
But never mind that, we have the episode today, and we are going to be reviewing all that has happened from the past year. We're going to reflect on our world highlights. We're going to reflect on our memories from the podcast. We're going to reflect on the news. What happened? What new stuff we have? All that stuff is all to come. All the reflection. But before that, we need to introduce the people, which already have been spoiled. Sirius is here.
The staples of the podcast.
The staples, yes.
Yes, man.
Smores
Staples.
is also here. The good old gentleman who used to be in a suit and tie until he decided to go to war against the Covenant.
Yeah.
He is now the
We are-
merry
it's an
merry
ongoing war.
Spartan.
I am, yes. We have festive colors to celebrate the holidays and maybe lucky roast a couple s'mores over fire. I like
Where's your festive colors, Sirius?
Yeah.
Uh,
Wait, Kenny, where's
Invite me.
yours?
yeah, where's yours?
Well, I have a major excuse.
Oh, what's that?
Yeah, what is your excuse?
Oh, really? Work? Making a new podcast world that is going to be
Listen, I
live in
also have a-
2023.
Listen, I have an excuse too. Have you taken a look at me? Have you looked at me? Does it look like I can afford Christmas stuff? I'm 4 years old.
Oh no.
I was
Okay,
going to
okay,
say,
Okay, both of you, neither of you have an excuse. It took me 15 minutes to do mine.
hey, Sirius, I was going to say that you do a little bit, you look a little bit incapable, no
Mm.
matter the avatar you wear.
Oh,
Admittedly.
okay.
Anyway, so yeah, we're gathered here today to discuss the virtual realm and the year that has passed. So I'm curious if the first thing that pops to your mind about this year's VR news, anything new that happened this year, what would that be?
Easy
Is there
anti-cheat.
Anybody?
Easy anti-cheat. I call it.
Easy.
That was my answer. That was my
It's
answer.
the
Easy
biggest
anti-cheat.
one.
Yes. So we can start with the easy anti-cheat. Yeah. So when that released, when VRChat announced that they were going to do this, and they had like an open or a closed beta. I don't really remember at this point, but they had the beta, right? And then people said this is bullshit. It breaks all add-ons and mods and whatever have you, and they did it anyway. And well, there was a shit show, wasn't it? Like type.
Indeed. I was part of the shit show.
You were part of
He
the
was
shit show?
there.
I said I am gonna.
Trenches.
I went on to the Discord. I went on to the reviews, and I said, "This is bullshit. You're ruining my life." Then you know what? It wasn't that
Oh,
bad. I went in there and I said, "Hey, I'm quitting.
Indeed,
I will
indeed.
go to what are the other options? I already forgot. What are the other VR chat alternatives?
Chill out VR.
Chill
Out
out
VR.
and
Neos VR?
Neos, yeah.
Neos.
I said I'm gonna go to Neos. Have you seen? They're so much better. I'm gonna go there because why would VR chat do this to us? Here I am.
It was like a whole
6 months later.
episode of Captain America: Civil War up in there, man.
Oh yeah.
And two sides, they split friend groups.
Oh, it did. It really did.
We touched chill out for maybe like how long was it? 15, 20 minutes, and then decided, fuck it, we're going back.
I never even launched it.
Yeah, okay.
It was so fun because when this whole shit show happened, Hang Tight sent me a message on Discord. Do you know what's happening in VR chat right now? Like super concerned, and I was like, yeah. And I sent this smiley dog face, the Doge, smiling
Yeah,
amazingly.
the smug face.
The smug, and then he was like, he didn't even know what to reply. So he kept typing, he kept erasing, he kept typing, he kept erasing, he kept typing. And then he's like, he explained some of it to me, like with the easy anti-cheat and whatnot, and the mods are broken, like he can't fly anymore. And I was like, yeah, I agree, I support it.
Yeah,
And
I
he
remember
almost
we made a
lost his
group
shit.
chat about this.
Yeah, we
A
did.
whole group chat just to rant about this, and then we added you later.
And then on top of that, he was in Discord when he was messaging you, Kitty. He was in Discord with all of us.
I was upset, okay? Everyone was. A lot of people were upset.
We all were. We were all
Everyone-
extremely angry and very hydrated.
The vast
Yes.
majority didn't even know what they were upset about. Like, they knew they were upset because their mods didn't work anymore. No, they couldn't search for avatars anymore, like some hacker from 1985. They couldn't fly anymore, and yeah, and other more important stuff as mods that basically make the game playable for disabled people, which is extremely sad that it happened. And I think VR Chat as a company has taken note from that they shouldn't do that again. Limiting the accessibility altogether to some of their demographic, that is.
Yeah. Of course, here we are.
But yeah,
Still here.
it was still so fun that I just, like, when I saw it, I was like, hell yeah, they know what they're doing. And then,
Now that I look back on it, it was smart. It was the right thing to do. Especially because there was the rumored, like hackers or whatever trying to breach into people's information. So, it's overall a good thing. And you know what? I haven't had any crashers. I haven't had any crazy stuff, and I don't miss my flying that much.
which was the biggest
much.
issue, to be honest. For most people, the vast majority was just people crashing the other people for fun. And
Yep.
just going in to random public lobbies. There were people spending their whole free time doing nothing but entering public lobbies, crashing it for no good reason, leaving.
Yeah.
Like, who are those people who wants to see the world burn so much?
We should try to find one
Because
and
it gives
get them on the
people-
podcast.
It gives
Yeah,
them
you should
a
interview.
momentary power trip, if that makes sense. There are people that are so hungry for it, and because they can't do it IRL, they do it virtually.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Just like you and your Shadow Priest.
Listen, me and my Shadow Priest will break you any day.
By the way, if you didn't know, the new WoW
For those that
expansion
don't
came
know-
out, and the new season
Unless you play
started.
Death Knight.
So we got, if you're playing WoW, join us. We got a guild.
I'll still break you in duels on my Shadow
Hey,
Priest. if you
calm.
play Death Knight.
This isn't the WoW podcast. This is the virtual podcast. Everybody, calm
Shit,
down.
Right.
Sorry, did you hear something?
Yeah. I think most people have found it very like the overall with the addition of easy anti-cheat. There's been like basically no crashing at all anymore. There was an entire riot of people who had the know-how and had the right exploits, which got sort of clogged. Those holes got clogged very quickly by the VRChat dev team. Admittedly, I've heard, but you can't clog all holes. Of course, you can't. There are still vulnerabilities. You can't avoid it, but in essence, you need to be smart now to crash people.
Not
Smart, actually.
Not a whole lot of
No,
smart
no,
people
you
out
do
there.
not. You do not have to be smart. All you gotta do is pay $10 and then you're good to go.
Some of us don't have $10
Essentially, yes.
serious.
Is this a cry for help?
Help
Do you
me.
need money?
I have a GoFundMe.
It's that time of year. Time to be giving.
Are you
trying
in the
to-
time of giving?
I'm trying to buy my nephew V-Bucks.
I'm trying to buy my nephew Robux.
Whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
I'm trying
So
to
all
buy
in all,
my
I think it was-
niece a Pikachu. Oh, sorry, Smores. Come on.
Oh,
Go on.
you're good, Kenny. You're good. I
Go
think
on the
it was
track again
good-
for us.
It was good to add the update. What is it called? To get rid of the mods. It was good, but
Yeah,
they shouldn't have done it the way they did, because they didn't have a lot of features that people. The reason why people went to mods in the first place, it wasn't in the base game. They ended up adding those like months down the line. But if they had those ready and good to go and then release EAC at the same time, there would have been almost zero outbursts, in my opinion. But that's
yeah,
like an
yeah.
alternate reality, like the Miles Morales into the Spider-Verse thing. We'll never see it.
Yeah.
Don't know, but I like to believe, that was a possibility. But either way, it was good. Good.
Yeah, it's very easy to sort of feel sorry for someone that is disabled. Like if they can't get out of bed, they are bed bound for some reason, and that instantly makes it difficult for them to use VR standalone. But some mods allow them to use it regardless. And when they cry out and say, "Hey, I can't use VR chat anymore because of this new update. What's going on?" Instantly everyone is like, "How dare you take the ability away from my friend who's disabled?" Like, you feel compassion and you feel sorry. And,
Yeah,
I think
it quickly became, it went from like, hey, I wanted this mod so bad, to like, hey, my friend needed this mod. Why did you take that away? You know what I'm saying?
And that only gets amplified as your own loss of power through mods, right?
Yeah.
So that is sort of a very good catalyst for your emotions to sort of make you speak out because you have your own agenda as well.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's done. It happened. Now we're here, and everybody, or most people, have settled down. I guess there might be a sourdough somewhere in the midst, but
They can enjoy their
Mhm.
Neos.
Yeah, it's fine now. Now that we have it all, like basically all the mods that I used for performance options, like the ones where people hide avatars the further they are away from you, stuff like that.
yeah.
Also, nice bald
And
spot.
now
Kenny.
we're on a really cool update in VR chat that they just recently dropped, which is the groups,
The groups.
which I find really, really
yeah.
neat. It is a powerful tool that can be used really, really well if you know how to use it. That is. But I'm interested in delving
Yeah.
groups.
If
For
anyone's
those that are
watching,
aware-
oh wait, no one can see anything above our heads because I have the HUD off. But we do have a soberphobics
If you
group.
open your menu, they can.
Can they? No.
We
So it's
just
all hidden.
And if you open your launchpad, yeah.
We haven't even talked about groups in VR. We should probably discuss it a little
Oh,
bit
yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
part of the news before we reflect any
It
more
is.
on the past year. Do you want to run through it, Justin? What groups are?
I barely know, but groups are you can you can add a bunch of people, like everyone here. We're all gonna join a group. Say we call it soberphobics because hey, that's what we are. We don't get drunk. That's wrong. We're just simply soberphobic. And hey, we're all in this group, and if we want to, we can drop a portal here or something, and just go to an instance where it's only that group. Just have our own little hangout. Just all have our own cool places to chill.
Indeed.
And you can separate all your groups.
And people,
So basically, you make a friends plus only for that group.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
the
friends
group
plus
grants you
plus.
certain extra abilities. So if you're with your group and you want to make a portal only for that group, you can do that. And a group is basically addressed through the browser. This isn't an in-game thing, as far as I know yet. You do
it's
this through
in-game.
the
It's in game now.
in the beta. In the beta.
Oh,
in game.
am I in the beta?
No,
It's
it's
in
in
game
game.
now.
It's out
no.
now. Yeah, it's out now and fully.
Well, la-dee-da.
Yeah,
It was
so
in
like
the beta for like a couple of days
He said
before
that
before they pushed it out, which
friends Plus
is
is
very
cool,
fast for them.
but sometimes you get into a Friends Plus lobby, and you have a friend who invites a friend who invites another friend of a friend, and then all of a sudden it's like you got this weirdo standing next to you trying to like touch your ears or something. So you get into your
Oh, my
group
ears.
lobby.
You know where, yeah.
You get into your group lobby, and that doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Only people you allow
so
in your
one
group.
really neat feature I like about the groups function is the ability to represent one specific group that people can see above your name. And this is a great way at expanding like the VR chat community. Whenever you join a public world, for example, like the Great Pug, and you're talking with someone and you're having a great conversation, and you just happen to notice that they're representing a group above their name. Click on it and you find out more, and you're like, hey, that's pretty interesting.
Boom.
I don't know, example like a VR flight school group.
Yeah.
The guy is rapping. Hey, I want to do that. Now you know that there is a group out there that does stuff like that. Yeah, it would make me probably throw up.
Or for the
All the
viewers, I
upside down.
quickly allowed my nameplates so we could see everybody's names. So go DDoS these 3 people.
You're supposed to hide people's
But-
names.
but
No,
you
people
can
are gonna
al-
come find us.
Yeah, they're gonna find you. Don't come find me. I'm gonna hide my name, but you can go find everyone else. And but
That's it,
you
I'm
can
gonna
see
my name.
you can see above their nameplates our little group tag, our group photo.
Yeah, our little group tag right there.
It's got
That I still want to get changed.
Oh shit! I still have a cell.
I'm going to
phone.
create a custom one myself. Once I get Photoshop. Don't worry, Sirius.
You should have it include all of our favorite colors.
I want blue.
It's going to be like part of the main groups. They're everybody's main Avi,
All right.
or just an Avi they
Cool.
choose.
What else happened this year?
Well, we had the
I don't know anything
first-
VR, but I have a lot of IRL.
the
We don't care
World
about that.
Cup.
This is the virtual podcast. Stop that.
They are literally touching grass for a living, so no.
No, that's
on, we
further
had- we
from
had
what we were discussing.
Meta spiked up, then they're also crashing. That's kind of big VR stuff.
Fucking finally.
We spoke about the Quest Pro a little bit, and
Yeah.
the headset is now officially
All
launched,
those
I think, right?
leaks. Yeah, Quest Pro is launched, and people say it's pretty.
Wait, Quest Pro is an actual thing now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Quest Pro is out, and people. So some people say it's really good, but some people say it's really terrible because in the manufacturing process they've used 2 different plants for their processors, I think, and some are coming out not
Yes.
that great, and they're having terrible issues within games.
How much does it go for?
Like $1,200.
12?
Yeah.
Jesus!
Yeah.
It's
It's
more than the
ridiculously
index.
expensive.
It's more than an index, and some people say it's great, but it's still just sort of like a nicer quest.
Okay, what,
When-
yeah,
when
what does
when you-
it offer that index doesn't?
The color
I-
color
tracking
pass
for
through,
one.
Pass through.
eye tracking.
Eye tracking. I think
Um,
mouth tracking. Maybe.
I don't think they did that.
If-
Maybe
in
they
the
do have
enterprise
they do have
version.
finger tracking, but you can buy the pro controllers and sync them to a Quest 2, and people say that's a really good option. You want all
Wait, you have
the-
finger tracking?
Mm.
Yeah, Quest Pro has finger tracking with the new controllers.
Goodness me.
Okay.
Might see Questis giving us the medal soon.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Not only does Quest Pro have finger tracking, but their regular Quest 2 systems can now have finger tracking without controllers. And it's pretty
only
darn good. I've seen some people.
unfortunately only
I'm
on that's only on
searching this up right now.
standalone though.
Is it really? Oh,
But
that's
but
a
but the
shame,
Quest 2 you could do no controllers if you do standalone. You can do no controllers and just navigate with your fingers and hands and stuff, and pinch and scroll.
Oh yeah,
and-
The
Yeah.
finger tracking on the Quest 2 is actually really good. Like you can move. Yeah, I can't do it on the index, but you can move your fingers together and apart.
Oh
Indeed.
yeah, because it's tracking. Yeah,
That's
It's
can you
pretty
turn off
advanced. Yeah.
I turned off nameplates.
These controllers look odd. They look weird.
What'd you say,
I'm looking
producer?
at the design right now. It looks.
Is it fixed
odd.
now?
Yeah.
One of my biggest issues with the Quest Pro is that it's basically a screen that hangs off your forehead. It's not really a
Yeah, that's
full-on
what I
VR
looked at
headset.
it.
It's more designed for
A worker.
AR than it is
Producti-
VR.
Productivity.
Yeah, it's
actually
designed for
doing
those
stuff.
corporate cunts who don't really know what to use their money for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand the concept of how the controllers look. They look. I don't know. They look weird to use. How did that?
Well,
like,
they
how's
so
that gonna-
Index uses the knuckle, Quest and
Yeah.
Vive use the ring, but what the Pro does is it uses a bunch of cameras everywhere, along with what's the touch sensitivity, whatever it is. Just tons of cameras
Yeah.
and pressure
But I understand
sensitive
that, but-
things.
What happens if you like
Passive.
try to do like a high five? Like you just
Oh,
let go of the controller and all of a sudden it falls?
your controller just disappears. You're throwing that at a TV, at your monitor. It's the Wii bowling issue all over again.
It's the Wii issue all over again.
Make sure you wear your
Oh,
wrist
then one time
straps,
I
buddies.
whacked my brother right in the tooth.
Yeah, the Quest Pro doesn't really speak to me, especially it has even slightly less resolution than the previous Quest 2. And yeah, the screen is much more fluent and vibrant and yada yada, but it's like you're paying essentially almost
Triple the price.
triple the the
Yeah.
price of a Quest 2 at current value. It's like, is it really worth it?
I don't think so.
Honestly, it's more worth it to if you don't have a PC, I'd suggest you buying a PC and then buying also the Quest 2 if you want PC VR. Instead of just buying the Quest Pro.
I
Yeah.
would recommend just going straight for the index, but that's just me.
Yeah, if you already have a PC, yeah, I'd say go straight for the fucking index.
No, I'd say just go for the index. Get a PC later.
What? How
Yeah.
how are you using your index?
Completely useless headset.
You just
Because
plug it
then-
into a GPU.
Yeah, you
And
just
you have
plug it in.
motivation to get your PC.
Yeah. I guess so.
Do you have an index plugged into a Raspberry or something? Ken?
Yeah, plug it into your
Like a
Android.
Raspberry Pi.
You could
Yeah.
probably run it.
Honestly, you probably could.
I think you could
Some
run
things you probably could.
it. Some things you could probably try to do. It is like if you cut down the resolution, because you can run a desktop on a Raspberry Pi very easily. It can't do any tracking, but you can run the screens easily.
Yeah, you could. Sounds dumb.
Maybe
but
if you
yeah.
add a module to the Raspberry Pi, you could probably like a tracking module that you stick in one of the buses. It could probably, maybe under some circumstances, potentially under doubt work.
Your over engineering angers me.
He is an engineer.
He is an
Yeah.
engineer.
What he does.
Also seems to have a little bit of a bald spot.
Just the fucking cat. Alright, its hair is shrunk to fit the cat. All right, and it's some sort of a bounding box issue. Someone told me about it, but never mind that. Another thing that happened this year was. Wait, that was last year.
What was last year?
The Thunder trackers. Well, they became more viable.
Well, they were
They became more
they were
widely
announced.
available, at
Yeah, they were like announced last year, and people who actually wanted them,
Really?
bought
Did
them,
it?
got them this year.
No, did
Because
I?
you got your first
Did-
set shortly after I met you. I'm pretty sure
Was that this year?
that was this year. Because I started VR
Really?
in February.
Oh, well,
You've
yeah.
almost
So
been in VR
Thunder
for a year?
trackers.
I've almost been in
Yeah,
VR
my
for a
goodness.
year.
The
So
time
basically, the
flies when you're having
Thunder
fun.
trackers was
Yeah.
shipped this year, maybe. Kind of. I'm still not 100% sure of this. But yeah, and
You have
we
a
also
receipt
did
somewhere.
We did the Thunder Tracker giveaway.
Yeah, the Thunder Tracker giveaway we did. I'm not sure if I have a receipt because I just pledged through the Kickstarter. They don't really give you a receipt for that.
You go to your bank. I don't know. Your bank monitors everything. And also, speaking of that giveaway, if I was just a random viewer, I would have won. Well, not once, but twice.
You would have had 6
Yeah.
Tundra
Told you to take me off
trackers.
the list. Yeah, I told you to take me off the list. You're like, no, it's fine, it's fine.
Yeah, the RNGs liked you. What can I say?
We should
Mm.
check in with the people that won and see how they're doing. See how their VR
Oh,
has
yeah, we should.
changed.
We should also see if we can get them on the podcast.
Well, I can tell you one of them's doing fine. I'm friends with one of them.
Oh yeah, I forgot one of your friends got that. Yeah,
What was the other
we should
guy's
get one of the
name?
winners on.
The one neither of us knew.
No idea.
Mm.
Sin, do you remember?
No, but I'm going to check right now. You guys can.
What else happened? I feel like a lot
Yeah,
happened, but like some of it wasn't
Not a
that
lot at the same
big.
time.
Yeah.
What is your biggest take on the VR news Smores the previous year? Well, the current year that has passed, I guess, or passing.
You know, there has been a lot of development on VR games. Like, I feel like VR games are starting to really improve and advance. There are a lot of them that we've shown in our game highlights at the podcast. Kind of shows, like, if you wanted to take a look at the first podcast you guys did in 2022 all the way up until like now, those games, the difference is quite massive. VR is really starting to come into mainstream.
Why do I hear purring?
Yeah, I was about to say, why do I hear purring?
You guys hear purring?
Oh, Kitty is.
Never mind, I
joined.
hear it too.
I look
Kitty
like
joined.
child, I apologize.
Kitty's
My cat
here.
is
Oh,
somewhere
Kitty's
in the
here.
room.
I know who that is.
Very
I know-
fitting.
I know exactly who that is.
You know.
But yeah, no, VR is slowly but steadily improving. I don't think there's any stagnation in like the industry. And who knows where we will be in like another 5 years. If you look back 5 years ago is when VR kind of started to be a thing. Look how it is now. Can you imagine what it'll be like in 5 years? Incredible. It still has room. Very much a lot of room to grow to way more than it is now.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're in a
Definitely.
VR like resurgence. We for those of us here sitting around this room talking, we might be ahead of the curve, but I still think that there will be a moment when VR will go extremely mainstream.
Oh yeah.
Like really, really mainstream. And it hasn't
Oh,
happened
yeah,
yet, but it's getting there.
We just need another pandemic. That's what we need.
The pandemic did help. It
don't
did.
say that. Don't jinx us.
I mean, I wouldn't mind doing home office again. For...
I'm already just an at-home student, so I just need my treadmill and I'll be good.
Oh god. Homeschool, I hated that.
Indeed. Oh, sorry. Go on, Kenny.
I was just gonna say that I think the main reason why VR kicked off as hard as it did earlier, especially last year and to some degree this year, in the beginning anyway, and then sort of softly declined maybe in the growth rate, was because of, the pandemic going on and people
yeah.
sick, hospitals overrun, and yeah, that whole ordeal.
Whole shebang.
It was an interesting
Yeah.
time.
It's also strange to reflect on it, even though this whole thing started in 2020, I guess, and arguably before that even.
Am I
It's-
okay? Sorry to interrupt, but like, am I the only one that feels like 2020 to 2022 went by in the blink of an eye? Like, I'm not the only one thinking that, am I?
Didn't feel like it at the time.
It felt
Yeah.
like forever, to be honest, just being locked away. And then, I found VR, and it was just such a relief, to be honest, for me.
I agree with Sirius. I think it went by fast for me at least. That time period was just really, really quick. I want it back.
Kenny, I found the name of the
I was
other
2 years younger.
Oh, you did? What was his name?
Yeah, Trap Chan.
Trap Chan, was it? Let's see. Trap Chan, are you online?
Do you have them
Doesn't look
added?
like it. I do. I mean, I have a bunch of information on him if I bothered to look it up, but couldn't be asked
Whoa,
to.
whoa.
In essence, his contact information, because you remember the form? It asked you for the contact
yeah.
information.
Yeah. Now I remember.
You filled it out too serious.
Yeah, but I gave like
I
a
don't
bullshit
remember.
excuse. I don't think even I
don't-
gave you my contact information. I think I just I think I did just what I do when I normally play World of Warcraft. I just slam my hand on the keyboard.
Yeah, you're
Huntard.
good at that.
Is that how you name all your World of Warcraft characters? Just
No, those are
wham.
planned. How I play is just literally keyboard crunching. Like there's been many
Serious, don't
instances where
even-
my keyboard caps flies off.
You see, that's how warriors and death knights play. They smack their head down and they. But
That's
hunters,
how you play. Yeah.
they're even worse. They're much worse. They do this, dang, and then wait a bit after the head clears, and then dang.
Yeah, and then we're at the top of the
You're
meters.
dead. I sat in
God.
a stream one time and watched guys play World of Warcraft. And it blew my mind all the flashing buttons going on. At least 20
Oh yeah.
minimum.
See, Kenny might have like 20, 30 buttons. I got 2 or 3, and I'm good.
I have 12 times 2. No,
20, 24.
yeah, 24 buttons that I mainly use, and then some excess buttons that isn't really important.
How has this become the World of
rocket
Warcraft
science to me.
podcast again?
Oh shit! Yeah, let's.
You know, check.
So let's get back on track and let's reflect on something different. So you touched on that some VR games have improved immeasurably over the course of this year. Particularly, we had Bone Labs. That was a great game that released. That was insane.
It was awesome.
Indeed, yeah.
I loved it.
I never tried it.
Right?
It's still going. It was overhyped, but I think it has plenty of room to continue and become great, and just
Mm-hmm.
The other game that released that I think we played was Zenith. I'm not sure you played this, Smores, but Zenith, the Last City, the no for VR chat. No, not VR chat, VR.
Wait, when did you guys play that?
I haven't played it, unfortunately.
Oh no! I didn't
Oh,
play with you.
okay.
I played
Sounds
with the Weatherman. That's right. I
Yeah.
played with
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, like, when did you play this without us? Like, you could have asked.
Weatherman is still
Yeah, yeah.
missing. It's been so long we took down the missing posters, but
Yeah, where was he last seen? Was it one of
Chasing the
like,
weather, perhaps.
Yeah, where was the Weatherman last scene?
like episode
I'm not
16.
even
Wait,
sure.
was it the trap room? I don't remember if it was like the room with like a bajillion like puzzles. I don't remember.
Oh man,
Or was it in the Silent Hill horror map that I left him there?
I honestly don't remember. Like, the man is probably out in some public lobby, lost. I don't know.
And hydrated.
Hey, one day we'll find the
Very
Weatherman.
hydrated, yeah.
R.I.P.
One day.
will be missed.
He's under the weather at the moment.
Yeah. The actually, I might need to check in on it and see how it's doing.
The last that I found was the Tundra Tracker giveaway announcement. Not even the winner announcement, the giveaway announcement.
Ah,
Episode 15.
15.
Wait, it's been that long?
It's
Holy
been
shit!
15 episodes without a Weatherman.
That's
Can we,
15 plus weeks.
Yeah, it's a long time. Poor Weatherman. Hope he's doing all right.
Oh, we
haven't
haven't
seen
left
him
him
in
in the
VR
street
for-
somewhere.
Ooh, I know what we could talk about.
Shoot.
Hello, tracking.
Y'all ever tried?
Kenny was
Yard
about to make a
drugs.
very, very bad gesture there.
You talking about the bathroom drugs in VR?
Yes. I don't know if this is the type of podcast we can discuss it, but there is a World in VR chat. They have free VR drugs. Repeat. I may or may not have participated in the free VR drugs.
I may or may not have
I'll
been
do-
partially guilty too.
Just a heads up for that, it's only there on club nights. Every like other Saturday.
Indeed.
No, really?
Yes, there's a world called hold on, I have the
Reality.
Reality.
not because I like the drugs, but just because the world is
It's
nice.
definitely their drugs.
It's
Definitely the
definitely
drugs.
Reality. Understore reality. If you ever want to check it out, they probably have a group now, right? Isn't that neat? So you could probably join their group, and whenever they're having events, you could join and take a shot at the VR drugs
Heck
that
yeah.
I may or may not have participated in.
Find the
Shout out to
bathroom
my-
in the dungeon. That's where you'll find them.
Indeed.
Yeah, that we've had when we're on the worlds, like all the different world highlights we've had over the course of, like which one for you have stood out a lot? Like a world highlight that someone else or yourself have done.
Oh, my memory is bad.
Just because I was looking at it, what was that? Well, of course, I say I was looking at it, but I forgot. The one with the little scanner gun that we spent way too much time in?
Oh yeah.
Wasn't it just Cold Scanner?
It might have just been called
Pretty
For
Scanner.
much. Scanner.
LiDAR.
Yeah, it's just called.
That one.
Could we bring up the highlight video of that? Do we have it?
I
You're
might.
slapping something. Who the fuck just slapped a mosquito?
Guilty as charged.
Smack the shit out of a mosquito.
I think Kenny, you're already on your desktop, so you're probably a better fit for this.
Sin, do you have the video? I think Sin
I have
already
to.
has
I
it.
have to pull it up, but I can. It'll take a second.
That one was fun though. We spent hours there, just freaking scanning.
Yeah, I
around.
got lost.
I mean,
I
what?
remember.
After a podcast one night, we
Yeah,
spent
we-
like 3 hours trying to find the end. Spoiler alert:
I was trying to find you guys. I
there's
gave up
there's
in the
no
end.
end.
There is no end. Yeah, we were in
Yeah,
hell,
the-
purgatory.
we went to purgatory.
There's like a basement there that is ginormous, and we spent like a hot
It
2
is
hours just
endless.
mapping it, trying to figure it out, and it was just such the biggest trap ever.
We found every corner. We found every room. There was no
I still
end.
remember the backrooms place we were at. That was fun.
Oh, here we go,
got
scanner.
scared shitless.
Oh, it's
It's still loading for me. Yeah, it's
Oh,
loading for me.
Well,
me
just
too.
act like you're watching something because it's showing for the
Uh,
viewers.
Oh, that's so fascinating.
Yeah, podcast.
Oh, whoa.
Cool, pretty lights. Pretty lights.
This is just because we're in a different time zone. Is that why we're having issues?
I'm serious. Let's go backstage and hit the sync button.
I mean, I've
So-
never seen a world like this before. Truly,
It's cool.
one of a kind.
It was based off a game that came out called, I think it was LiDAR. But you get a little gun with a little LiDAR scanner, and you have to map out where you're going. You just start in a black room. You find little people, little Easter eggs here and
Ooh.
there. There's little, I think there's little things you can pick up to unlock something.
I remember
Yeah,
I
you
found
can-
a banana lidar. That was the best.
Yep,
Easter
right.
egg.
Right there, he picked up a question mark. Kenny scanning through a
there's
tunnel.
rewards you can unlock at the end, at the beginning, if you go back. I think one of them's a banana.
Yep,
Yep.
the banana scanner.
Oh, is this the basement that you're speaking of, Kenny? I
No,
think it is.
he's still way up.
Oh.
Oh no! The basement is way in a different place. It's
Like, honestly,
endless.
I respawned, I remember, and I saw it. It was like a little tube going all the way down to a big square.
Yeah. It's insane. If you got 3 hours, 4 hours to kill, go there. That place was crazy. And we spent a lot of time there. Probably too much time, but hey.
Mm-hmm.
What other map did we spend a lot of time in? I think it was Metamorphosis, I think it's called, or something like that.
Organism.
Like, organism, not metamorphosis, organism. We spent so much time there that I actually genuinely fell asleep. Like, just passed out.
Sirius
gone.
fell asleep before we got to
and
the
Justin
end.
accidentally threw you off.
And that's when they they
Mhm.
added the thing where you can grab people and sort of take them along with you. And I grabbed Sirius and sort of let go on accident. He sort of flew off a skyscraper. And-
Long live the.
No, that was a mod. That was a mod we toyed
No.
around with for like, I
That
think,
was,
2 days before EAC
Yeah, that was a good one.
hit.
I see.
Spent a lot of
Yeah,
time
you
in.
grabbed me, threw me, and I woke up in a completely different place. I'm like, where the fuck am I?
It was beautiful though.
Do,
Huh?
do we have a preview of organism, Sin?
We do.
Organism. That one.
Of course.
Well, let's hope it loads for us too, because I can't see
It's-
anything.
It's not loading for us, series. We're doomed.
Yeah, we're doomed.
Oh, we got something loading for me.
Let's put it in.
All right, everybody, act like you're seeing something cool if you don't see it.
Yeah, whoa.
There's the phone booth.
This world has so much to offer.
Yeah, I think Kenny only got to
It's
like the
extremely
first 5% of this world,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a mind trip. It's just crazy. There's me, you know, the true model of the whole thing. That's really what you want to care
so,
about.
So sexy, yeah. I can definitely see that.
That's where
Yeah.
hentai
Feminism is a
sleeps.
ginormous world. It's huge, right? And it has different themes around the place. Like, yeah. I don't know.
World,
It
yeah.
really is a mind trip. Yeah, that's a good way to
For
describe it.
for the first time in like 3 years, I actually got the same feeling I got when I first tried VR. Is that I felt extremely small.
Mm-hmm.
I felt super tiny.
Sim, can you try to just pause the video?
It's done
Oh
now.
no, we're
It's
way.
done.
Yeah, right.
That hasn't begun for me.
I've spent a lot of time in drinking night.
I don't
Yeah,
think
that's a
we've
good
ever
world.
done a
That's why I met
highlight
you.
of a highlight video of drinking night.
If you're of age and if you've probably just been there, so I think everyone knows what drinking night is.
To be of age to be there, but
Yeah,
more preferable.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone knows what it looks like.
A lot of people will yell at you if you're not of age.
It's very hydrated.
A lot of
Yeah.
drunk
Of age in my
people.
country, and I had a bunch of Americans screaming at me like, "Oh, you're not 21." Oh, I was like, "Bitch, I am not even American." But now I am of age,
It's always
Americans,
fun.
and don't at me.
At Sirius.
I'm not a little boy anymore.
Speaking of
Oh,
being
be
underage,
quiet. You're just a bunch of months older than me.
bunch of months.
Oh,
But one of the
pardon me.
Shut
Shut up, old
things. What are you doing?
Sorry.
Oh, you're dominating us with the teapots.
Oh
My
shit, I am feeling
goodness.
so dominated right now.
T poses we've had to endure in VR chat as well.
Tracking,
There should be a
oof.
counter to that.
Tracking is rough right now. I'm so sorry.
Never thought I'd ever say the sentence, "I feel so dominated right now." But here I am.
Maybe I'll add it to the highlight video.
No context.
Yeah, we can clip that just a little part where he says, "I'm so dominated right now."
Yeah.
That's not what I
You
said.
have
I
the
said I
power.
feel so dominated.
Same thing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Taro.
I mean, the good thing about highlight reels is that the context is what I make it to be.
That you were supposed to make 10 episodes ago.
Hey, now we get one at episode 30, 31-ish, you know? It'll be good.
In
Maybe
2024.
I'll be able to make one, finish it by New Year's.
Maybe we can make 2. So we can get a nice little break.
Oh, for the New Year's special, we gotta have
Listen.
a countdown and everything.
Yeah, we'll be here at New
You-
Year's. Join us.
I won't. I won't be
Which
touching your
times
ass.
are-
No, everybody's canceling
Well, I
their
mean, yeah,
plans.
that's true.
Everybody's
We're canceling
everyone-
our
Kenny.
watching.
everyone is actually
Kenny,
canceling
our
their
New
plans.
Year's is like 6 to 8 hours before theirs. So
That is true.
That is
technically,
true.
we can still make plans.
Yeah.
But that means I need to
That is very
cancel my
true,
plans.
Even though we'll be absolutely trashed.
Yeah, I'm going to be pissed, and we just go, yeah, let's Happy New Year's times 2. And
What if we just record a video of us just counting down from 10
Yeah,
and
that's
saying
what I was
Happy
thinking,
New
is record
Year's
first.
and launch it at midnight on December 31st?
We can, but nobody's going to care because everybody else is out touching grass.
We will care. The day after when we're recovering, I'll be like, oh yeah, we posted a video.
I mean,
Yeah.
it'll be fine for them. They can. We get the New Year's video out. They go, like, people are, out celebrating New Year's, la di da, with their families, whatever. And then they go back home. They go to bed, and then they open their little YouTube on their phone and see, oh, the virtual podcast upload a new video. I'll watch that and go to bed with that.
Yeah, see, the people love us.
We could, we could do like a mini pre-recorded podcast. I'm not against that. That could actually work. Like a mini of some interesting topic that we usually never touch on. But this isn't really a meeting. This is a podcast.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Oh, I thought it
Sorry,
was
sorry. Let me
meeting
clock
now.
in.
Ah. Oh wait, we're live,
also, yeah, we're live. Right? Yeah, we're live. Serious. The what was I about to say? Yes, one of the huge highlights for me this year has to be like the way we've grown the podcast. Like 2022 has particularly been the year where the podcast has really sort of grown to a stage where we actually have live viewers on occasions, and we like the view count we get per episode is actually going up as well. And it's like crazy to see that we're actually being successful in well, partially anyway, in a hobby that is making a podcast about VR. And I genuinely think that VR needs to be, more people need to have access to VR. Like, they need to, like, pull the investment and give it a fair shot. Like, admittedly, there are certain issues with VR today. Like, you get motion sick fairly easily. That's a thing. There's also, yeah, you have the brake strapped to your face. That's a thing. But the net reward you have from it, and the abilities you gain from it, and the people you meet by it is also incredible. And the experiences, don't forget the experiences. There are so many of them.
Oh man,
Games
you're making me be sentimental right now.
Yeah,
There's
there's no time for sappy stories.
No. I'm gonna go to the sappy stories because I started VR when I had maybe like one or two people near me that I knew, but they were always busy with their lives. So I got VR because I heard you can party. So I started going, sitting and drinking night at the mirror, just staring at myself, and every now and then someone come by, talk to me, and it got me over social anxiety. And all of a sudden I met this dude in a roulette, and it sort of led me to meeting all these people, and I feel
we met at the mirror, but we moved to the roulette.
Yes, I feel like I know you guys a little bit more than some of my best friends, like in real life. VR definitely changed me.
It happens.
Oh gosh, here's the tear. Here's the tear.
Hey, go back in there, tear.
I gotta save you for next year.
This is a good question, Smores. When did we meet? Because I don't remember that part.
I remember, actually. It was
Oh my goodness.
also at a drinking night.
There we go.
Tight here. We were also playing roulette, and I think.
I thought we met you through Amy. I thought
Yeah, Amy was there. We were playing roulette.
Ah, okay.
Oh, you were
We
one of
all went
Amy's
to another
sims. Now it all makes sense.
No. No, she actually invited me to
No,
the
S'mores, no, you
Discord.
can't say no. I have heard some stuff from you that you've said.
Oh no.
Well,
That was past you. That is not you now. Oh god.
The tracking.
Tracking is going burr.
Oh no, I think
some
I'm
technical
broken.
difficulties.
Oh, a wild
Oh,
thrice.
close?
A wild thrice. Get in here. You're in the podcast now.
A wild.
I just saw.
yeah.
Thrice, come on.
Get
There's room for two of us. Come here.
get in the seat.
I'm just gonna sit in the middle.
Thrice, right
Hold
here.
on.
No, Thrice, right here.
How do I fix this? Does anyone?
You're just gonna sit in the middle, Price, and we all just gonna sit here and be like, we recognize you as a part of the Jedi Order, but you're not a Jedi.
I wish I had a
Thrice.
campfire. Like
Right,
campfire
Your
avatar,
your
I would
track
totally
your
make a
tracking
campfire
worries
move.
me.
Sorry,
Take my
you look
seat,
like a
Grace.
hunchback right now, but come sit right next to me. Right next to me.
Oh,
Come here.
do I?
Move.
Yeah,
Oh,
your
shit.
tracking
I'm
worries
grabbing
me.
the
Wait,
handheld
okay.
camera now.
Waist checker.
I am the
Yeah,
hand
come on,
cam.
sit next to me. We got room for two in this.
There you go.
There we go. Perfect.
Everybody, welcome thrice to the podcast.
Oh fuck.
Thrice,
I
let's.
don't
It's
have
been
a
on
thing over there, so
twice.
I can't see what the camera's looking.
The camera's on you. The camera's on you.
Thrice, let's reflect.
What, that one or
There,
that one?
Over there. No, that one. Over there.
Oh,
No,
that one.
this one is
The hand
that
cam.
one.
The hand cam. Thrice, reflect on your past year. What can you reflect with us?
London's pretty cool.
London is cool. That's not. I was talking more about like the virtual reality space, like because it's the
Not
virtual
grass.
podcast. Yeah.
Not grass. My bad. My bad. I touched grass a few times this year. No, it's very shameful.
Yeah. Let's go away from that and get to the
Um,
virtual part of this podcast.
The virtual grass. I see what you mean.
Yeah. The virtual grass.
I made some worlds with virtual grass. Help
Okay.
gamers get used to it.
Oh yes. There you go.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
training simulation. You know, it's that they don't get so scared whenever they go outside.
Ooh. We might need to share
He's
this
like
with
a
some
PT.
people.
I might need it. One of yours.
Yeah.
Speaking of grass, not really. Well, yeah. Do you remember the Halloween special that we did? Because Smores, you were there twice.
I
You
was not
weren't
there.
there.
No,
No,
but I made
but
the thingy.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
made it.
he made a terrain. That's right. And the grass, which I
And the
blame
trees.
for lagging out Justin.
Oh yeah, that's right. I
And-
crashed that
and
one. Yeah.
We also found out Sirius and
It
Kenny
is
are
optimized.
coward.
It shouldn't have.
What? That we were
I don't
We
think it was
found out that
grass.
Sirius and Kenny were cowards. They were scared all the time.
Oh yeah, because we got
Listen.
jump scared 24/7. Listen, okay, it was in my face.
I am going to defend my reflexes to run away from shit that scares me. All right,
See,
it's a good instinct.
virtual reality is
really
making
good
us
instinct.
all stronger people.
Yeah, when we
That
took
doesn't. I
that
still
bus
struggle with
and,
social anxiety.
you Justin, you had to fight the cashier for your Snickers.
Indeed, I did. I didn't pay for it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a shame for criminal now. And finally, we got the bus repaired, and we got back.
Got back
and,
here.
And also, there's more bad
Decided that
news.
it's time for an upgrade for the podcast.
No, the after show. You know, the guys who use this set for pornography. They outbid us, so they're taking the whole thing.
Yeah, they kind of earn more money in that industry than us. So yeah.
Yeah.
Sad.
So now we need to move out of this.
Are you claiming that
office,
you're in that
come-
industry?
Huh?
Oh, you caught
Yeah,
red-handed.
you shouldn't be in
Oh,
that.
no. I may or may not
no,
know the
it's
profits
okay.
behind it.
Basically, what we're trying to say is, after the New Year's, everybody, the next podcast, we got a new set. This could be
We got a
this
brand
could,
new
right.
place.
this can be kind of crazy.
It's a massive improvement. Genuinely a massive improvement. I really can't wait to test it the first time.
I'll be able to get 3
that'd be
times as hydrated. This
Oh
space
my
really just
goodness.
restricts
No more
my
worrying about
hydration.
overtime due to the after dark.
Yeah. Smores, you haven't seen it yet. I don't think you're spoiled at all because we were messing in that world quite a bit earlier.
I don't think Thrice has seen it either.
Kenny,
No, I
I
haven't.
am worried about your memory.
I saw a little bit on Sin's stream earlier.
Oh, you are? Oh shit! Yeah, you were there.
I am worried, friend. Do I need to schedule a doctor's appointment for you? I have seen it in my
Doctor's old.
pouch. It is very, very nice. You guys are in for a treat.
Doctors don't like me. It's a bad idea.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Mr.
Kenny
Mr.
does have a
Kenny,
bunch of apples.
we are at the we're past the hour mark. Do you want to run it through,
We are?
or
Really?
do you want to do a break?
Oh, yeah. I need more hydration liquid.
So we'll do a break,
And I need to
and we'll
pee.
return. All right. Well, let's go to the
Yes.
break then. Let's go to the break, reconvene, and then we'll
Break
come back
time.
with more, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have plenty more to reflect on.
Indeed, a whole year. It's a long time.
A whole year has passed. Soon, Anyway. So, yeah, we'll be back after the break. Stay tuned.
Hello, and welcome back to the 30th episode of the virtual podcast. Thank you for those who are watching, and especially thank you to those.
Post break.
What?
Post break.
Oh, well, yeah. This is post break, by the way, if you didn't know. But also thank you to those who are tuning in live. Yeah, if you didn't know, this is not the start of the episode. This is after the break. And I poured my drink in the dark, and there's a whole lot of alcohol in it.
You mean hydration liquid?
Hydration
I thought you were
liquid.
gonna say that there's gonna be a whole lot on the floor.
Oh no, nothing on the
That's
floor.
what I
I'm
was
surprised
expecting
either
too.
way.
It's going.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
going in here.
That would have been me.
I poured it in the dark. Hey,
Yeah, I could never pour in the dark.
we're not gonna out Thrice here, but hey, I poured a lot of hydration liquids, and it was way too much. But hey, we're here. We're I don't know how this is gonna end, but probably poorly. Yay!
Yeah, that's likely.
And now to our host Kenny.
So yeah, just to jump right on the tracks immediately. So this year we had the Kickstarter. We actually had plenty of Kickstarters for VR, but there's at least one that sticks out very. It sticks out a lot for me, which is Denofio, which I pledged for as well. The wireless adapter for the Valve Index.
Ah, yes, yeah. I thought.
So
It's not limited to just Index, is it? It's for like every Steam VR headset now.
which is only the Index.
It's a wireless adapter for the Index.
But
I thought I
yeah,
heard something.
basically, like we've covered this before, but yeah, it sticks out a lot to me, and I pledged. I ended up pledging. I'm like on the fourth production or fourth batch for scheduled for shipment. I realize I won't get it. Maybe late next year, probably into 2024. If I'm going to be brutally honest. But yeah, it's coming, and I can't wait to make one of my indexes wireless.
One of.
We're gonna see Kenny do backflips and front flips and
Yes,
all that
Kenny will be
jazz.
doing front flips. Let's go.
Kenny, do you have a trampoline out in your yard? Go set up your setup there.
Yo, set up on the trampoline.
I don't know.
I've seen people do it. It's sick.
Yeah, I
You
bet
know, the
S'mores
name
got a
already
handstand right
thinks
now.
ill of me.
Do you want me to do a
Just tell-
handstand?
Yeah, I kind of do.
Just tell the neighbor it's the future. Oh shit! Ow.
Damn.
Do you really want to do that, S'mores?
Nah, I'm probably gonna fall
Do a
over.
Y
at
pose.
Darn. Can I convince anyone to
yeah,
do a
what-
handstand right now?
Speaking of,
I, I have a funny story about my neighbor, and like he already thinks poorly of me. He thinks I'm super weird. There was I don't know if I said this on the podcast before, as you've questioned before, Smores. My memory is poor. But basically
It's
what
okay,
happened
interact.
was when my index was rather new and I was just smacking my Beat Saber about. I had it and summer came, like I got it in winter and summer came about. And I was just hacking away at Beat Saber, doing my own thing, right? And it was really, really early on in the morning during my summer vacation. And so what happened was my neighbor was outside mowing his lawn, which is connected to my lawn. And so I had my blindfolds open to let more air
Oh,
in because
no.
it was so fucking hot. So I was standing there, smacking away in my shorts and my t-shirt, just going ham. And of course I couldn't hear the lawnmower because I was blasting music. And when the song was over and I pulled up my VR headset because I needed to go drink water and just clear my face off the sweat, I saw my neighbor standing like this with his lawnmower in hand, running, looking straight at me.
Ooh.
So I did the
There's
only
no
logical
clue.
thing. I was just, I laid off my headset. I was like, with still the controllers in my hand. So it was like, oh, the cringiest smile. Close these cuts.
I would have waved at him. That's what I would do. I just kind of like, hello.
Hey,
I'm your neighbor.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, that was a rough one.
It's like back when I was in my apartment, I would play. I had my balcony, and I would play with my door open to get some air in. And there were times where I was playing contractors. Like I was, ducking and dodging some bullets, getting behind cover. And at the end of the match, after I won. I would stand up and take a peek. And there's a couple people walking their dog, looking right up into my balcony through my door at me. I didn't close the door. I sort of hid around the corner.
Well, I can tell
That's
you
when I
that the
start
neighbor.
dancing and give them a
Yeah, just
yeah, they want to
make
stay.
it
I'll
even
give them
worse.
something to look at.
But in my case, the neighbor essentially he was the worst part. He didn't move. Like he was just standing there, and his face was priceless. It was. I don't even know how to describe it. Jaw open, one eyebrow slightly down, the other a little bit up. Just like questioning what has become of the world. Like this boomer was just didn't understand.
This old man, dad of two probably, just questioning everything. Like, what is going on with this generation?
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, it was so bad, yeah. So every time, like, the coming summer when I was mowing my lawn and he was mowing his lawn, he would look at me very like judgmental. I don't even know how to describe it. Like he would just look at me.
You know what? I think he
Never
was
talk to him.
no.
Shaking his
You know
head.
what? I think he was upset that you stopped. I think he wanted to see more.
His face said otherwise, I should say.
His face said otherwise, but his
He had
eyes.
seen
said-
enough.
But his eyes said more.
His
His
body.
eyes.
He was like, I didn't depict this well enough, but he was on movement. He was basically he was slightly up as he was standing there, looking that way. Like he was just gonna go on with this day, but I was too busy.
Who's been caught in 4K in VR? Who else? S'mores?
I'm caught in VR.
You been caught in VR?
It wasn't. I don't. When I first got my VR, I have my room closed and privacy is respected. And I never opened my. I remember, but I do have a funny story. Within the first week of me getting VR, I was in a world somewhere in VR chat, and it's a football world, or American football to those who aren't in the United States. Me and this guy were just tossing the old pig skin around, and we were getting pretty into it. Like Blue 42, that's Tom Brady, Peyton. We were really into it, and I'm all like, like in my phase, I'm ready to go, like down, set, height. And I go all the way back, and I go to throw the ball, and I have a fan with like glass
no!
above me, and it, like it's kind of low to the ceiling. Yeah, so all the person hears is just glass shattering, just all over the place. My hand was bloody. The controller was broken, and glass was all over the floor, and it was just not a good look.
Fan?
Like the for the light, for the light.
Ceiling titty.
Yeah, the ceiling titty.
The ceiling titty was
not the ceiling
glass.
titty. I have one of
Yeah,
those.
the ceiling titty was a part of the fan.
Well,
Yeah, they
either
related
way,
to
rest
one.
in peace, ceiling titty. He wasn't. But, I contemplated right then and there just getting rid of VR for good. I was like, this is not for me.
Well, hey, we're glad you did it.
Yeah, that makes
The
sense
guy
now
caught
with the
it though.
ceiling titty.
So hey,
Good catch.
it was worth it.
Thrice, Sirius? You ever been caught in VR?
I have not really caught in VR. Like I've done something stupid, and they're like looking at me with judgmental eyes. There was one incident where my brother came in and was gonna yell at me, "Hey, there's dinner," and I was playing. I think it was VR chat, like the disc throwing, like the Tron Legacy thing where you throw the disc.
Yeah.
And I remember I couldn't hear anything because the music was blasting. He opened the door, walks in, and I was about to throw my disc. Absolutely smacks him in the tooth, and I could just hear, like, I take my headset off as soon as I hit impact, and then I just hear something hit the ground, and I look down. It's like, what is that? And I look up at him, and his mouth is all bloody. I look down. I was like, oh shit, that's his tooth. That's his tooth, isn't it?
Oh my god.
Goodness
Yeah.
gracious.
That has happened before too. Not with a VR controller, but with a Wii controller. I was playing Wii tennis. And
No wonder why
it
your
smacked him
brother
right in the
doesn't
tooth.
like you.
And there's a lot of reasons why
it
it
all
doesn't like
makes
me.
sense.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, no, nothing really for me. Fucking,
Nope.
I played VR with my sister, so like, my whole family knows exactly what it is, and they respect privacy for the most part. So
Must be nice.
Yeah, that must be nice.
I have one additional thing to add to something fun when I initially got my VR headset. There was one time when I had my VR headset and I talked to my mom about this VR headset. I said, it's incredible. Yeah, it's insane. It's sick. Because she had questioned my spending on it, right? As good mothers do, I guess.
Yeah.
So she was by my house once, and she came in and saw me in VR. I took off my headset because we had plans. I had entirely forgotten because we were gonna go do. I don't even remember at this point. But yeah, I just like asked her, do you want to see what I'm doing in VR? And at this point, this was before I even realized there was an adult audience in VR chat. Like, I was so fresh. So I smacked the headset on her in the middle of drinking night in a gecko avatar. And I said, enjoy.
Oh, wow.
And so I went to the toilet to freshen up and be ready to, go out in public. When I came back, she had this heated discussion with some strangers about something. Her English was so bad, but yeah, she was discussing something. I don't even remember. But yeah, she was really into it and just like pointing. And,
I have a very similar story like that.
She was just in there and just holding her headset like this. You listen to me.
Oh yeah, I want to hear. Wait, serious?
I have a very similar story to that, actually. Yeah. Okay. When you guys hear VR, have you guys ever heard of the plank?
I mean,
Yes, I know
Plank that
exactly what you're
goes
talking
all
about.
Yeah.
Very high up. You're in an elevator, and then you're suddenly at a plank,
yeah.
super high up.
Okay.
Yeah. I introduced my dad to that, and let's just say there's a little like smudge on one of the walls from him trying to walk on it, completely losing his balance and slamming his head on the wall.
Oh
Mm.
my
I
goodness.
I don't know what it is,
love
but the
to see
older
it.
generation, they cannot understand VR, and he took it like such reality. He was walking like he was like shaking, like it was on an actual plank. Like he looked so immersed. Like
Man.
that level of immersion I will never reach.
I need that
Have you ever
immersion.
seen that one
That
video of the
level,
little
though.
kid who like was in a Jurassic Park world or something, and like he's just like terrified of these giant dinosaurs that are like about to fucking eat him?
Yes.
No, I've not
yes,
seen
I
that.
know
That
what
sounds
you're
interesting,
talking about. I think we have the same TikTok feed. We have the same everything feed for some reason. Oh man,
My TikTok feed is just full of Among Us VR and kids screaming there.
that kid is
My
screaming.
sister's is so
Oh.
boring. It's a bunch of finance stuff and like occasionally music, and it's like really, like that's what you choose to have this app for? Business?
So lame.
I mean, there are those business trades that are like memes. I like those.
Well, that's different. These are just like business tips, and it's like why? Like,
He's chilling.
Well, now mine's just a bunch of doubloons. I have now almost accumulated 5,000 doubloons.
Oh my god.
about a week or two late to the trend.
Yeah, get your
I am
doubloons.
super
Get
late,
your
but it's
doubloons
still
out of
going.
here.
Yeah, that thing lasted like 4 days, and then it just crashed.
Yeah, it's just TikTok trends.
And it's still there every
Even
now and then.
Dogecoin
Again,
lasted longer.
Dogecoin did last longer. Dogecoin made me money.
it did.
Doubloons made me
Didn't
sadness.
Dogecoin
Made
collapse?
me money too.
Oh yeah, it did.
It's actually been
I still
bumping
have
pretty
it.
hard.
It's been going up and down.
Yeah, it's been
going up
It's
and down.
been
right now.
going like lately. It's been rocketing.
It's
been
it's
doubling
trending
in
up.
value
It's
almost.
trending up right now. I mean, doubling value if you
It
bought
rose
it.
by
If you
$5
bought it at
in
the
2%.
if you bought it at the bottom, sure. But I bought it when it was up top.
Oh, I bought at the bottom. I'm one of those.
I
And
mean,
then I bought on the decline, well knowing that it was gonna crash.
oh, I
But
did that
was
too.
like,
I still
"Keep
have.
the meme alive.
Oh, I
boys!" And it's just like, bye, bye.
Yeah,
I still have
Dogecoin on
plenty
your
of
shirt.
Doge. I still have plenty of Doge.
Mm.
Don't get me wrong. I still have
Yeah, I
a
have a
lot
decent bit of
invested in
Doge.
Doge. I'm waiting for it to get
I
up
just
to
I just
past
bought
where I
everything.
bought it.
I
Before
really
I met
didn't care
Kenny.
if I was gonna lose all of that money.
Oh yeah.
You like me thrice, in for the meme.
Oh, I was in it for the meme.
I was
all
in
the
it purely for the meme. I have like $100 that I threw into Dogecoin because I was like, "Ha, that's funny."
way.
I'm never seeing that again. By the way, I am never seeing that money again.
Hey, you might. You might.
Well, you never know.
I made money off of
I
it.
mean, there's a story
of my
I
dad.
still got money in it.
Unless
My
it goes
dad
back up to
buying
like 30
pizza for
cents,
200
it's done.
bitcoins.
We listen. We just need to convince the current newborn generation that Dogecoin is shit, and it's the people's currency, and it's the people's money, and it's gonna be the one we use on Mars, and you should invest for your future family and whatever.
It ain't going to the moon. It's going to Mars, baby. We going all the way. You're gonna be visiting me on my mansion on Mars. I'm telling you that right now, because of Dogecoin. Okay.
Your penthouse on Mars.
Uh huh.
Yeah, I'll just hit up Elon Musk.
I mean, with
on
the
my,
recent
on
fusion
his private
reaction,
number.
Mars is looking closer and closer. So
What?
Yeah, before we get back on track, I was about to say we need to get back on track, but we should probably mention that because that is absolutely huge news. It's I can probably push some insight into this because it's been long. Like we've always knew that fusion is more like it's.
I know what you're talking about. The fusion reactor that actually made more energy than it took, right? You just talk about that?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's go.
The fusion reactor that actually made more energy or produced more energy than it put in to it, it has been proved. They proved that it's possible with our current technology to produce more energy than we put in. Admittedly, this is a laser reactor. So it's been in Star Trek, the latest Star Trek film. It was used for a set there where I think it was the reactor room or something.
oh, are you talking about the like really new film, or like not the really new films, but the ones from like the early
beams.
2010s?
Yeah, the steel beams that reach into this circular thing in the movie. That's the actual reactor where this was performed. That was
that's cool.
set in the movie. Yeah. So
Star Trek has always had those nice connections between real science and fictional science, and that's part of the reason why warp theory is an actual field in science, is because of them doing research to kind of like evolve that together as a viable technique.
The thing about the newly pay attention class.
Whoa.
Pay attention there.
The camera just caught that
warp
right
theory.
at the end.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what you're about. We're in the sense.
But yes,
Sirius gets bored when I talk about space. My bad.
the main thing we've never known.
No, I don't. I just pretend I do.
We've never known in principle that it is possible to do without a gravitational force that is the stars. Now we know it is possible with the simple theory that we have. That is huge. That means that it's more accepting.
It's a matter of shrinking the technology now rather than knowing.
No, not at all. Because this is a laser reactor. They beam up lasers and they charge them and repeat them for quite a while before it actually hit the target. So this is a one-time blow kind of deal. This isn't like a reactor that can run. Like, they can do this and maybe make a design out of it that will do this plenty of times, but it's not really going to happen. But there are other designs. You have the donut design. You have the twisted donut design as into where the core is. The core in the laser reactor is at the center. Tiny piece, like very extremely tiny. But the donut reactors, they forge this plasma in a circle. There's one that's being built in France. I don't remember the name of it, but that's going to be going live soon. And that one I have high hopes for. It's scheduled to be completed in 2029, I believe. Listen here.
Are we participating in this?
All right, people, start moving on fast.
Sorry, Kenny, continue.
We are.
I was doing my jiggle. No one saw.
I was in some intense
Let's move on to VR. Let's do one last topic. Maybe a couple more, but let's do this. So the your VR. Are you?
I'm not doing anything this time.
Games.
The producer
Games, come on,
will
people.
shoot you in the basement.
All right, I
will
won.
start a vote to kick now.
Listen. Okay. Your VR.
Ah.
Your VR. That was a thing that was covered this year on the podcast. So your VR with the tiny egg, do you remember that thing?
Don't look at me.
Justin?
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Damn, those hips
I'm
really don't
uploading
lie.
the videos.
Video's playing. If you don't see it, act like you see it.
Oh, yeah,
Wow, what a
pretend I
great
see this.
video.
It's the
Oh my
egg.
goodness.
For
It's not
every
even loading for you either.
Oh my no. It's a music video.
for everyone who doesn't
It's a
know,
music video.
it's an egg, okay? The VR egg. So you set up the little egg and you sit inside of it.
Can you make breakfast out of it?
No.
Yeah, can I have scrambled eggs?
Shut up.
I'm really craving eggs right now.
I actually am craving eggs.
But look at this guy. He's
You
flying
know,
a
the
plane.
munchies.
He's flying a plane in VR in this egg.
That's pretty cool. It is.
Weren't you on the podcast with the egg series?
Was it?
I think you were.
I'm pretty sure you were.
I don't think that was me, because I don't have any
Yeah.
recollection of any eggs.
It's the chair that moves with you in VR. Do you remember when we had the flight sim highlights and yeah.
Oh, yeah, maybe. But
It's
the only
this
thing I can think of when I think of egg is the fact that I'm missing some in my fridge.
It's this paraboloid shape
We should
that
get
you
some more
sit
of
in
that.
this stand, which has motors that
Good for
spin you
protein.
about as you drive in
Mhm.
VR.
Yeah, no.
But
I,
yeah, that-
No, I don't really. No, I don't think that was me, to be honest with you.
This is the Your VR, and it's like a half. It's a paraboloid, which is like half a sphere that you mount on a stand, pull up a foot stand, and you connect it to your VR headset, and it'll move with your shape, wherever you go with the momentum in certain games. So if you're driving, it'll simulate the momentum, and if you are flying, it'll simulate that. If you turn, it's like a chair that you can that simulate motion. It's a motion chair, and that really stuck with me. Like, I played with the thought of buying that when we first saw it, just because. Not the egg, but the predecessor. I mean the protege. I don't even know. Like the later model. That is way more comfier, and it also have hydraulic motors to lift you up. Like honestly, people play around the thought about buying a treadmill for VR, like one of those treadmills that you walk on. But why would you do that when you sweat in that when you can just buy a chair that'll, lullaby you to death?
Yeah, you can just sit. Especially for the.
Justin will fall asleep more.
Oh, I'll fall asleep instantly. But like, honestly, for the thought of like racing sims, if I can get like a steering wheel set up to that would be insane. Because it's also not that expensive, right?
No, not at all. It's like less than 2K.
Yeah, and like some of these people buy racing simulators with like giant hydraulics that, I mean, sure, maybe it makes you feel more like you're in a car, but they're, you're spending $5,000 on all these hydraulic motors. You gotta set them up. This thing you just unbox, throw it together, and you got a little pod that throws you on curves and ups and downs, and you feel like you're in a car for not much more than you bought an index for.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if you want the newer model, it's $3,080. If you want the egg one that we just saw,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
1,690.
Yeah, I think we did touch
That's
on.
not too
I
bad.
think we did touch on the newer one at one point, but that honestly,
No, we didn't.
ah, well, maybe I just did research, but the older one, it doesn't look that bad. Like, it's really not that terrible.
What
Like,
are you saying that you prepped for one of the podcasts at one point?
Oh, that is. Who are you and what have you done to Justin?
Hey, you chill. You take that back.
I'm gonna
Did
play a video
prior
for the
research? What?
No. I just show up and I stream stuff.
Homework before,
know.
before,
I just stream and I show
podcasts.
up and drink, okay? Oh, look. Everyone act
This
like you're
is the
watching
new one.
something, even if you don't see anything.
Wow, what a great video.
Amazing video. Everybody act like you're paid by some shitty mobile game right now.
You know that game that you always see on the ads? Well, I finally found that game.
And it is amazing. All you gotta do is no, don't do this, don't do this. You gotta do this, yes.
Oh, wait.
I'm just ruining
It actually looks rather incredible.
This actually looks sick.
It is
This
very
actually looks sick.
It's a little corporate, but
Very, very
basically the sitting
corporate.
chairs and
Yeah,
this is the new, wow. We might need to cover this more
Yeah.
on a future podcast.
Yeah, we definitely do. At the end of the day, it's the same principles, but
Oh shit, no,
it's
we actually
way-
covered this.
I thought we did.
We have not covered this one. No.
I think we have.
No, I've been on almost every one of the podcasts as producer. We have not. At least since Justin's been.
Oh, we'll figure that out. Whether or not we've covered it. Maybe we can talk about it more in more details once we can prepare. Because even though it may not seem like it, but we do prepare before podcasts.
I
Quite a
do.
bit,
I do
actually.
not. Don't let Kenny lie to you. Kenny
I
Kenny
do most
does.
of the work.
Kenny does the work.
Actually,
I
do
show
all of
up.
the work.
Then sit back and enjoy the peaceful relaxation in your yacht too.
But yeah, I'm curious, Smalls, if you could have one of those chairs, would you like if you could have it for free? Do you think you would like it?
Exclusive pricing on
For
Kickstarter.
free, yeah, of course. I would definitely spend some time on that for free. But I personally don't see myself spending any money on something like that. I don't feel like I'm that much of a gamer to participate in it, but it's definitely cool. Like there's a niche market. It's very, very niche in my opinion.
I will use it for Mario Kart only.
Yeah, I think I would probably buy probably the newer version, because I recently started doing racing sims in VR, because my dad has a whole like actual racing seat out of a
Oh,
car.
yeah, you told me about that.
And the full setup, you got clutch, shifter, and everything. I did that in VR.
Oh my goodness.
And just the feeling of being able to have your hands on the wheel and look across at another driver and see them trying to pass
Flip
you.
them off.
And yeah, I mean, you don't have a controller on, so you can't actually like see the flipping off, but I was doing it, but just seeing that and being able to like see like, oh man, they're catching up and just hitting a corner perfect and seeing them fall behind is amazing. And just I think getting even just like a small sense of that motion would have added to that. I would definitely be a buyer. And that's like I want that and a treadmill. I want both. I'm one of the people that I just want it all. I want all of it.
Yeah,
At
treadmill.
this point, you'll take
treadmills in
the full
VR.
dive.
Yeah, I want a full dive. Let's go.
Yeah. What was that one guest we had on the podcast who had a treadmill? Do you remember, Justin?
Oh man,
Somebody had a
it
treadmill?
was the week. It wasn't the gaming treadmill. He just had a regular treadmill. It was the week.
It was the Halloween special.
No,
that
it was the
yeah.
week before the Halloween special, I think.
Oh shoot! Yeah, right, maybe.
And just seeing him on just a regular treadmill, just running, just running along, just on the treadmill. It just like I wish I could at least do that. That'd be cool. Like it didn't
this
have
park
any
Are
any
you
inputs.
talking about TK?
Oh, it was
Yeah,
TK.
TK.
It was
that
TK.
Yeah.
It didn't have any inputs. It didn't add any movement to his actual VR. But it just looked freaking sick.
You just
Seeing
have a
him,
treadmill.
just seeing him running in place in VR was sick. And to think that like
Yeah.
there's technology that would take that and make that actually have him moving.
It's
you
like
know?
those people with the like the rings they have installed that they go like and like I don't know, use their gymnastic skills on stuff like that.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, the party trick in general made me like in awe. On like, I mean, war.
Whoa.
Like, I actually wanted to. I was very close to buying one myself. Just for I don't even know. Like, I already all some part of me justified it that yeah. I could then cancel my gym subscription or whatever, and I could just run on this thing
Yeah.
during winter. But I ended up not buying it because I'm currently living in two places, right? In Canada and in Norway, and I felt like, my God, I can't really fill up with stuff on both locations. This is going to be a nightmare logistically when I eventually, inevitably move away from this place, right? So that was basically my justification for that. But yeah, I was very close. I had already found a suitable treadmill that, not one of those with the stand that you hold on, but one of those that you just smack on the floor and run on.
If you stood up and started like walking around like normal right now, I'd freak out.
Just walking normally with perfect animations, just one foot in front of the other. Yeah, no, I don't have a treadmill, unfortunately.
The treadmill
really,
concept
though.
is cool, but when I saw the last one I saw that locks your hips, you're kind of limited in terms of movement.
I mean, at
Or
the
by
end,
your waist, not your hips. Your waist.
yeah, you're by your waist, but like at the end of the day, it's just about
It's by your waist, and the newer ones turn with you.
you have to stay in one place. You can't just run off the treadmill.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why like I kind of ignore the treadmills is that I suffer from flat foot. I can't stand for like long periods of time. So being locked in that position doesn't sound really that appealing to me.
The newest treadmill have a seat that you can unfold. I enjoyed that one.
Oh, okay. That one does sound interesting.
Sirius
So
won't
you
buy it
just
until it has
basically-
a lay down bed option.
Oh yeah, if you just pull into bed, I just press one button and I mean,
I'm done
you'd
walking
appreciate that one
about
too.
now.
Yeah, true. I would love that. Just run around
So
until
you
I'm
can
tired.
exercise in your sleep. You can just have your legs going,
Ah, yeah.
but you're like
Oh
laying
my
down, you know?
God. The
God
laziest
damn,
of
never skip leg day, they
exercise.
say.
You just, sit and you're like, I'm exercising.
You wake up with the sorest legs.
Proven to lose you 10 pounds at
You do
least.
every-
Hey,
Yeah,
New
you
Year's
exercise,
resolution.
you
used to
Oh my goodness. All right. What time are we on?
I would love to tell
Yes.
you.
I've
My
lost my
my
watch.
hand is now my foot.
Almost 1
Do
hour and
you-
50.
15 minutes. Yeah, I think we can start approaching the end softly here. So we can go to plugs, I guess. Do anyone have any plugs they want to share?
I do.
All right, Sirius, what is your plug?
My plug is this handsome man right here. His Twitch. It is twitch.tv slash Thrice with triple underscores. Go watch him. He plays a lot of Minecraft. He's, according to the statistics, in the top 2% of Minecraft streamers.
Ooh.
Highly
True
recommend if you just want to chill.
statistic. I don't think that's correct though.
It's not probably not correct, but it's what Twitch gave him.
Yeah, there's
So
just
you
so many
stream
people that stream
Minecraft?
Minecraft. Yeah, there's so many people that stream Minecraft that if you like have like 5 viewers, like you're immediately in the top 2%.
Hey, you know what? You know what? Stop listening to this guy. Go watch him. He's top 2%.
Oh, you're on the wrong mic.
Oh man.
Oh no.
Yeah, if you didn't plug it, I was going to anyways. So I actually
Yes, I
plugged
beat you
this
to it.
time.
Thrice do you have
And I
anything to
took
plug?
it.
That was gonna be what I was gonna plug. So
But
no.
you're obligated to plug something.
Go watch Mariah Alice on YouTube. That's a cool channel.
Who?
Van life
Mariah
stuff.
Alice?
Mariah
Ooh.
Alice. Yeah.
Family stuff? Elaborate.
They just do like pretty much, you know, back whenever like in like 2012, whenever vlogs were actually decent. Actually, it was probably more like 2014, but they were okay.
Don't remember any period where vlogs were decent.
No.
Books were alright back then. I feel like they were. I'd say more in like the 2014 range, though. To be honest.
Yeah, more 2014. But regardless, it's basically just kind of weekly uploads of just like a very realistic idea of living in a van or now a box truck. She just moved into one.
Oh, it's that person. Now I recognize who that is.
Yeah.
That's how you got inspired to do whatever you're doing.
No, actually, it was completely unrelated. I found her afterwards, and she had like just moved in maybe like a month or two ago. Into
Okay,
a
so it's
van.
just a coinky
Or yeah, or into a box truck. But yeah, it's just a coincidence.
Huh, well. Her channel. Cool stuff, I guess. It's not really for me, I guess.
You know, on the road in Norway is not really that appealing.
Well, in the summer, it's nice.
Yeah, but in the winter, it depends on where you are. If you're on the coast, yeah, fine. If you're up north, whoa, it's gonna get cold.
The U.S.
Yeah.
has a lot more climates than Norway, though, so
True.
it's a lot more appealing to do it over in
A lot
the
of
US.
extreme ones too.
Yeah, a lot of extreme climates.
Indeed. I guess my plug. I don't really have anything
Your
to
ass?
How about-
plug.
Come to me.
I
You
have
think
a-
about it.
All right. I actually have it. It's more like a warning. So when I flew back from Canada to Norway, I got stuck in Paris. I didn't get stuck in Paris. My luggage got stuck in Paris. So basically, what happened? I flew to Paris from Montreal, and I then flew to Norway, right? And my luggage was nowhere to be found, and I was like, "Where's my luggage?" And I filed the order, or like the report of my missing luggage, and the next day, extremely late, like 3 a.m, they found my suitcase, which contained my VR headset, one of mine, and they sent it right away. So I got it 2 days later. But the other luggage, I had two collies, didn't. As late as 2 days ago, I got the message that they found my other suitcase, and it was also in Paris. So, and they managed to screw up my luggage that bad. It's just mind blowing to me, and that is not even the worst part. Now, I'm starting on the rant right now. Charles de Gaulle, which is the international airport in Paris, has just now built a new terminal. So come on. So the signs didn't make any sense there. Like I was literally walking in a ring, along with hundreds of other people. We were walking in circles around, trying to find the right terminal. And the signs just didn't even, like, they just sent us in a ring. They weren't finalized because the terminal had opened prematurely. And the people I tried to ask for help just answered in French.
Oh Christ.
So I was, oh, Jesus Christ.
Did you ever see
I
that
spent-
video of those animals just like going around in circles? Just like a bunch of them just walking forever.
That's
circles. It was
exactly
like
how it was. That was exactly how it was. And all of us were English speakers only. We couldn't understand French. And finally, once I bugged this one tall officer long enough, he eventually agreed to help me. And so he started to ask other French people like what was going on. Is that, like we went through like 8 or 9 persons, just like asking, and then he was just speaking French. He never updated me. They were just speaking French. So eventually, what happened? We found another police officer who explained to him something, and then what happened was they put up one of those those beams that they pull barriers on for queues. So you have these long cloth queues. I don't even know. Yeah, one of those poles basically, and an
The
A4 paper.
stanchions.
Yeah, stanchions, and a A4 paper that hanged kind of bad, with a red arrow drawn, with a marker pointing in one of the directions that marks towards the wrong gates, and some French. Not even English.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, that was exactly what happened. So me and I just pointed towards a few other guys I had seen walking in circles for a while, and just like did this because I realized we are all in the same. Like it was such a trippy trip. Like I thought I was high or drugged or something. Some food I ate or whatever is messing with me. Imagine just walking in circles. And what I did, I walked pretty fast. I walked past the same people 4 or 5 times. Like I just like I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind right now. What is going on? Holy cow! Charles de Gaulle, stay away if you're doing international flights. Jesus Christ. That was my rant over. That was my plug. Stay away from Charles de Gaulle.
Stay away from Charles de Gaulle.
Justin.
My plug, I think is very local to where I live. If you're a snowboarder or a skier,
I knew it was gonna be snowboarding.
I went today. Christie Sports. It's it's December. It's cold out. Well, when I was hitting the mountain on Thursday, the wind chill was negative 30 degrees Fahrenheit. But you know what? Christie Sports, you know what they got? They got a clearance rack with cheap jackets and snow pants, Like, why would you put that on clearance in the winter? That's crazy. But Christie Sports be doing it. They got good prices, and even in the middle of winter. Crazy, I know. I couldn't afford any of it, so I just bought some snowboard wax and went on my way. But hey,
Snowboard wax?
Yeah. By the way, if you snowboard, you should re-wax your board every 2 to 3 times you go. I learned that. Changed my life. But yeah, Christie Sports.
I never did that.
Yeah, you probably should have.
I was trained by a professional, and he never told me to do that.
Nah, he trained you wrong. That's all I got. Christie Sports. Gotta make it a little quick.
Smores, do you have a...
Kenny just wants to complain about airports.
I still love to talk about touching grass and not me.
I got the ultimate grass touching experience I'm about to drop on everyone.
Ooh, let's go.
It's that time of year.
That time of
everybody.
year.
It's the New Year's resolution, when people go to the gym and, try to get in shape. And I'm here to say, stick with it. Stick with the gym. Stick with your plans. There's nothing to plug except yourself for a better you.
Oh my God.
You got this. I believe in you. What does DJ Khaled say?
But hey, you still have at least 2 more weeks to be old you.
Yeah, be old you for 2 more weeks.
You have to plan.
Be,
Oh,
be,
Have the
say
plan, like
that,
where you're
goddamn.
going. You know what you're doing. Just stay with it. You can do it. This is gonna be your year. If you haven't already, if you've been on the path, then good for you. Keep it up. You're amazing, king or queen. You got this.
let's go.
But if you haven't, and you're thinking about doing it. Fucking do it. Let's go. What does Shia LaBeouf say?
Just do it.
Do it. Just do it. Just do it.
Don't let your dreams be
Fucking your fears,
dreams.
Just do it. Yeah. And that's that. That's my
Don't-
plug.
Dang.
We're out.
S'mores' plug is you.
Don't let
And he wins.
dreams
S'mores
be
wins
my plug.
dreams.
this round of plugs.
I didn't even know it was a competition, but I believe in you, the viewer.
S'mores
You got
wins.
this.
Good old
I'm out.
s'mores. S'mores have taught me what s'mores are.
Did you know
Wait,
what
you
a
didn't know
s'mores
what they
was?
were?
We've gone over
No,
this.
I had
We've
no
we've
idea
gone over
until-
this. You all stop.
Yeah, I was feeling a slight deja vu.
Have you ever had it though, Kenny? I mean, you know what it is now. Have you
I
tasted it?
did. I did in Canada. I did taste
Ah.
one. And it was
And-
Oh, shut up.
Mm,
S'mores are great.
He did it wrong.
Very-
He did it wrong.
Just go. You did it
I
wrong.
don't know.
End the episode.
So sticky, so
It's a
way too
It's a
sugary for my
marshmallow
taste.
on fire. It's a marshmallow
That's because
with
you live in a
chocolate.
country
and a
that
graham
actually
cracker.
cares about your well-being.
Hey, stop that. They're great. S'mores are great. Diabetes
No, I'm just saying
reigns.
he said it was too sugary, and that's because he lives in a country
You
that
gotta
cares
get
about him.
gluten-free graham crackers.
I mean,
we
true.
have a country with sugar
pasteurized
laws.
marshmallows.
Like,
and the
we're
dark
used to the
chocolate
mass amount of
thing.
sugar in those.
With walnuts.
True.
in
Sirius
it.
is gonna die when he
God.
comes over here.
Love it.
Oh yeah, he will.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a sugar shock.
Oh,
I really
yeah,
don't
I'm
like
gonna go
sense
home like
serious.
20 pounds lighter. Or 20
Yeah,
pounds
I-
heavier.
Heavier.
Yeah, I don't even like sweet things to begin with, and then I come to not Norway, to fucking USA. Everything's gonna be sweet. Even the fucking bread's gonna be sweet.
Yeah, they add sugar to the bread, and even worse, the baby carrots, you know, the ones I like so much, they add sugar to that
Yeah.
too.
Oh my
They add sugar to
gosh.
them too. Yeah.
Who
In some
cares?
places, Subway's bread
Well,
has
we
enough
do.
sugar in it to be classified as a cake.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And with Subway cakes,
Subway cake.
it's time. It's
Bro, I'm gonna be
probably
rolling out
time
like a
to add-
fucking like a bun outside of McDonald's when I leave.
You're gonna be rolling out like that one girl from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, from the chocolate factory. It's gonna have to push me.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching the 30th episode of the virtual podcast. Especially thanks to you who tuned in live. We are done for today and for the year. We will be back in 2023 with a brand new set, more interesting guests than Sirius. Sorry. Yeah, no, Sirius.
Yeah,
will
me, I'm
definitely
replacing
be
you.
back. We can't.
I am not done yet. I'll be back.
Yes. So yeah, thank you so much for staying with us this year, and bye bye.
Bye bye.
See ya. Merry Christmas, and a happy
Merry
New
Chrysler.
Year.
Merry Chrysler.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
It's Christmas.
You had a bad day, the camera don't lie.